Hey guys! So today I'm doing a really special collab with Marie Tagbo and I am so excited about it. If you haven't watched Marie's videos, then you have to go check them out right after this video. I will put her channel in the description bar and you can go check out her wonderful, amazing videos. She gives some really great advice and she has really entertaining videos that also give a lot of really helpful info. Her videos are really useful and she has a great personality that makes them fun to watch. I know you guys will love them. So today's video is about 6 different acting techniques. Most of these are known as forms of method acting. I'm so eager for you guys to see this video because I'm sure there's a lot of techniques in here that you would love to learn about and that you might want to go and try out for yourself and improve the quality of your acting. These techniques definitely increase the believability and the emotional aspect of your performance, so these are great and I highly recommend you guys go try these out after learning about them. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
First is the Strasberg method. Some of the celebrities that have been known to study this are Angelina Jolie, Scarlett Johansson, Alec Baldwin, Ashley Greene, and Matt Dillon. Oh, and how could I forget the adorable Chris Evans? Lee Strasberg got the inspiration for his method from the Stanislavski method. Strasberg puts heavy emphasis on memory recall. He has relaxed, take a minute, and recall a memory or event from over 6 years ago. And has you really focus on what you smell, what you see, what you hear, and what you're feeling. He wants you to be fully immersed in the emotion and your senses from the memory that you are recalling. It's all about reliving that moment.
Next is Uta Hagen. Actors that use this technique are Whoopi Goldberg. Actors that use this technique are Whoopi Goldberg, Jack Lemmon, Debbie Allen, Al Pacino, and Jon Stewart. I studied a tiny bit of Uta Hagen's technique with an acting coach out in LA, and Uta Hagen's technique is what he taught to all of his clients. He also worked with Madison Pettis, Dove Cameron, Olivia Holt, Cameron Diaz, Danielle Campbell, and a whole bunch of other amazing actors and actresses. So they are all studying Uta Hagen. She has a really great and well-respected book called Respect for Acting. I find parts of it can be a bit difficult to understand just the way she puts it into words, so it will kind of take a while. Maybe you'll have to read it a couple of times to fully get it. Maybe you guys don't feel that way. Maybe you've read it and you don't feel that, but that's just what I found. If you're interested in her technique, reading her book would be a great first step to get into it. Uta is all about realism. She focuses a lot on substituting your own experiences for the circumstances in the script. It makes scripts you feel you can't relate to more relatable and personal to you.
Next technique is Stanislavski. Sounds like Stan loves skiing. So funny. Lord Laurence Olivier, Stella Adler, and Sir John Gielgud all studied with Stanislavski. Stanislavski's system focuses on what he calls the art of experiencing. His method has 3 main principles, which include super objective, stage action, and suspension of disbelief. The super objective focuses on why you're doing what you're doing and why you're saying what you're saying. Sounds like my mom at me. A great thing to ask yourself is the 5 W's. What, when, why, where, and who. Is this the Wrinkle in Time, or what about Miss What's-It? The next step is stage action. The actors' struggle for the goal is what will make their performance interesting. We love to watch them struggle for their goal and deal with the obstacles that come in the way of what they want in that scene. His 3rd principle is suspension of disbelief. This is where the actor thinks of their own experiences and memories to draw up the emotions needed when performing, instead of just trying to fake it. It makes the performance more sincere. If you believe what you're doing and what you're saying, the audience will believe it too.
The 4th method is the Stella Adler method. I'm sure you guys have heard of this. Actors that study the Stella Adler technique are Robert De Niro, Salma Hayek, Warren Beatty, Mark Ruffalo, and Marlon Brando. She focuses a lot on doing really deep research on your character and figuring out every single detail about your character. She wants to make sure you understand every detail about their story, their past, their memories, and them. Then you will try to build their life in your imagination. Stella Adler felt the problem with other acting techniques is that they had you use your experiences in place of the characters, but oftentimes your experiences don't match up well with theirs. She wants you to fully become one with the character and build up their memories, their past relationships, all of their quirks, their connections to objects and places. She wants you to fully understand what this character has gone through and is going through. Once you got all of that information and you have all of that in place, then the other things will just fall into place, like the way your character moves or talks or how they express themselves. That will all just follow once you know everything about your character and you fully become the character.
The fifth acting method is from Michael Chekhov. Like when this video is done, I can check it off my list. Anyone hear that? Yeah, I know. He was referred to in Stanislavski as basically his most brilliant student. Dang, his report card must have been fine. Some famous actors that use his method are Clint Eastwood, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Hunt, Marilyn Monroe, and Jack Colvin. Confession, I don't know who Jack Colvin is. Michael Chekhov uses a psychophysical technique. He teaches about the union between imagination, body, emotions, and intellect. It focuses a lot on impulses, getting rid of mental blocks, and pre-perceived ideas. He speaks a lot about the energetic sensations that are in your chest that are caused by certain emotions. It's one of the most eccentric techniques that exists in the entire acting world. So as you can see, a lot of these techniques and methods are really similar despite their differences, and they all focus on the same outcome, a believable and captivating performance. Acting is all about believing in the imaginary circumstances that you are given, because you're not always going to have a script or a character that you're going to perfectly relate to. It's all about finding which technique works best for you.
Last but definitely not least is the technique I study and use, which is Meisner. Some actors that are known to use this technique are Tom Cruise, Grace Kelly, Amy Schumer, Diane Keaton, and Robert Duvall. Meisner is all about living truthfully under imaginary circumstances. Meisner is all about listening and reacting and connecting with your partner. It's about not preconceiving the way you're going to do the script, but just allowing your partner to affect you and your emotions in that moment. What makes it different than other techniques is you do not use your past experiences. If you have to prepare sadness for a scene, then you will create an imaginary circumstance to believe in that would make you sad. Something like a very close friend or family member of yours dying in a car accident. And then to get yourself to fully believe in that circumstance, you add all of the little details to it, including like the phone call you get, where you're at when you get the phone call, and you make it as detailed as possible, writing their eulogy, and it's just going to really start to affect you. Usually you take about 5 to 10 minutes to emotionally prepare. Some people take as long as 20. You sit there, you prepare it, you add in as many details as you can to make you believe in it. I'm going to go emotionally prepare sadness for about 5 minutes and come back and show you the results. Okay guys, so I just finished emotionally prepping. I'm not at a 10 right now. I'm definitely not at a 10 because if I was, then I would not be able to talk right now. That's kind of what happens when you get to that point. At least for me, I got to a 10 for a scene I was filming for a movie, and I had a really hard time getting the words out. As you can see, I'm pretty sad, and this is what happens when you emotionally prepare. It's not pretty, but here it is. course, to be an actor, you do not have to use acting methods or techniques. It will definitely help you level up your performances and just add so much to your acting abilities. I highly, highly recommend checking these out and seeing which one you like best and then sticking with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot from it, and don't forget to like and subscribe and then head over to Marie's channel. I'm gonna put her channel in the description box, so go check out her collab we're doing on her channel, subscribe to her, and go show her some love. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, comment down below what you want to see next. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.